guys? So this poem, well, it originally was a rap verse that I wrote to a beat, but I tricked it a little bit yesterday and I made it into a poem. It's called Forgive Me God. So I'm not trying to diss anybody's religion, but this is just how I feel. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything that's going on, so here we go, okay? Forgive me someone, for I don't know who or what you are. And I tried to talk to you when I looked up into the stars. I subconsciously prepared myself for the mystery that you are, because now I'm not even certain that I'm gonna go far. I might end up staying in the same place, diluting the human race, the world turning at its same pace, and I'll just be replaced by a new face. And what the hell are we all rushing for? The finish line is death, and there's not gonna be more. Well, I guess if you put it that way, it sounds pretty cynical. But I can't imagine life after death. To me, that sounds pretty whimsical. But let the lives play out in one vicious looping cycle and tell them all it's gonna be okay because God is life's fucking loophole. I feel there's something I should do about it. They told me Jesus rose from death, but I highly doubt it. And we can sit here for a lifetime and talk about it. But it all comes down to this: ignorance really is bliss. And thinking too much about it will make your mind go amiss, into an empty abyss, contemplating and finding no reason to why you even exist. And death you cannot resist. But I guess you can make it a little bit more acceptable by believing that there is a heaven after this. Forcing every single word of the Bible to be undeniably plausible. As if stories from thousands of years ago is really that reliable. Meanwhile, God-fearing molesters stemming from something maniacal. But they repented, and now all of a sudden their evil is justifiable? Priests on a pedestal who think that they are God's constables, trying to drill into your mental. Their words are fucking lethal to those certain kinds of people who justify their sins by crossing themselves with a goddamn holy steeple. What a way to live your life in unconscious denial. But then again, this is a world where closing your eyes is a tactic for survival. So I don't expect much. Majority rules, so I try to steer clear of the nonsensical bunch. I already tried so hard with this ideal I cannot mentally clutch. And blindly following other people, I am in no particular rush. I put faith in humanity, my spirit out there to be crushed. And trying to make sense of this all is making my soul feel flushed. I pray because of the pain, but God, are you really listening? Are you really turning a blind eye to this evil that I am witnessing? People just running around trying to make sense of these coincidental happenings. No wonder the belief in your existence is really a true blessing. I'm not saying that you're not there, but I'm just looking around and assessing. Because these problems I need addressing cannot be solved by simply praying. But all that I'm really saying is, God, please forgive me, because I am not sorry for not believing. Thank you.
Jalissa! What's your last name? Brantley. Jalissa Brantley. Where are you from? Speaking to the mic, baby. Don't speak to me.
I'm from the Valley, Northridge.
Right on. How long have you been doing spoken word?
This is actually technically my first time in front of an audience like this. The first time I ever really truly did it was my junior year, but it was like in a library for my school. So
right on. And what sparked off your interest in spoken word poetry?
I really like to write, and I like to connect with other minds that like to write as well. And this is really cool. So.
Well, we welcome you here. We welcome you back, Jalissa Brantley. No doubt, no doubt. Okay.